bring your sword cause the time is near. Gotta do it big like Bon Fair. I'm a rock star on a chandelier. Off the walls, yeah, I'm about to go crazy. For the beast, anybody that can tame me.
Hi there. I was not gonna do a video today, but super duper excited. I dropped by my sister's house and I picked up my package that she brought back from the lower 48. Kleancolor does not ship to Alaska for whatever reason, so I had it shipped to my dad, and my sister was visiting my dad, so she brought it back and I've got all my goodies. I was wearing makeup, but I washed it all off so I can start fresh with the stuff I got from Kleancolor. So I got their Prime and Chill Beauty Oil, Blur Me Away Tinted Primer, another Pigment Boss in the shade Chocolate Truffle Darkener. It's cheaper than buying a lot of the darkeners they have out there, and the Pigment Boss works pretty nicely, so I was like, let me get that shade too. Duo Ability Color Stick for lips and cheeks in the shade Plum. It's the closest I found to a purple blush, which what I've been trying to find. Another Professional Tattoo Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Forest Green. I love this. Now I'm trying to figure out why I only bought one when I love it. There's this Smoke and Gel Eyeliner with Professional Brush. I got the gel and the brush. So I got those. Also got a Sugar Paint Eyeliner Powder. I haven't tried an eyeliner powder before, but I'm excited to try that. Oh, and this eyeliner is in the shade Black Diamonds. It's got little sparklies in it, which you probably can't see from that far away because they're like really fine. Also got the Forever and a Day Soft Matte Longwear Liquid Foundation. I got two shades, LF 285 Chestnut and LF 286 Truffle. Because, you know, it's hard to tell online which one will work. And they don't sell this in Alaska for whatever reason. So let's start with some swatches. We'll start with this one. This is LF 285 Chestnut. It's got that weird soapy smell. Whatever, I think this was like $2, $2.50, something like that. And you get 1.18 ounces, so you get a little over an ounce. And the smell died down last time on the other ones I tried, so it should be fine. This is the LF286 Truffle. Undertones, that one's a lot warmer or yellow, and that one's a lot cooler or pinker. So I think I could use Truffle, but I'll have to use a darkener with it. So we'll do Chestnut. Okay, and this beauty oil. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on just like I would with the regular primer oil, but also like I would do with my regular facial oil. And then I'll let that settle in, and then I'll see what happens when I put on the tinted primer. This is a ½ ounce. Well, I guess I can tell you the prices of these things. Oh, no, I can't. They don't have prices on here. This does not have a smell. Okay, this reminds me even more of the Smashbox primer oil than the Revolution primer oil or the She primer oil that I recently got. This feels right. This feels like that one did, and I loved that stuff. I probably won't be doing a long wear test though today. This is just more of a first impression. It is 4:45 in the afternoon, so this feels really, really good. This really reminds me of the Smashbox primer oil. Like, wow. This feels just like it, and I love that stuff. I'm gonna do a little thing of this Blur Me Away Tinted Primer. And this is in the shade Deep Tan. This is the darkest shade. And since it's just a primer, I wasn't too worried about how light it is. The brightness doesn't get me that. The lightness doesn't get me what that brightness does. That is yellow. You know, so I have those pigment drops, the Pigment Boss. Those you can mix with the primer. I could just mix those and use that. Okay, yeah, I can see a little bit of blurring, a little bit of mattifying. Maybe a little bit ashy, but I mean, that's to be expected since it's pretty yellow and pretty light. Now we're going to go on to the Forever and a Day Soft Matte Longwear Liquid Foundation. I'll start off with 3 very messy pumps. Oh, now that I got it on my face, it does look like it's a little light. And also, if I didn't get the darkest shades, I will go back and get those when I get more of that primer oil, because I love it, and more of that green eyeliner, since I don't know why I didn't buy more than one. Okay, so I think the color settled in pretty well. Doesn't look like it's too light now, but also doesn't really have much coverage. I didn't use any concealer, but I'm also not going anywhere today. We'll be trying this tomorrow with, you know, my regular steps, which are concealer, then powder, then the foundation, and then going on through all that stuff. This is just first impressions, really. So without concealer, it's pretty darn good. As long as I do get some more coverage when I do use my concealer, I'll be fine. I'm definitely gonna stick with the Chestnut. That Truffle's not gonna do it. So when I ordered from JB and Eve's, I got this Kleancolor Shadow Seal waterproof shadow converter, and from what I can tell, you can either mix it with your shadows and then put them on, or you can just put it right on your eyes. And so I'm just putting it directly on because I don't really need it to be waterproof. I just need a primer. Put a drop on my finger for each eyelid, but based on the way it's smoothing on here, I think I probably could have used one drop and then just rubbed it between my fingers and used the divided portion for each eye. Okay, so I'm gonna let that settle. This is the Kleancolor Skin Jure Sexy Coverage Concealer in the shade 2614. The name isn't on the tube. Well, it's got that warm undertone, so it's bright even though it's not light. And this should work for highlighting. I definitely just don't like this concealer for actually concealing any spots though, because it is smeary. Smeary, right word? That's the word I'm using. It's smeary. And so it doesn't really stay in place. And I want something that's, you know, not gonna budge and has heavy coverage. And this doesn't really have heavy coverage, even though it does, you know, add color. This concealer is like, well, obviously I think you can tell it's pretty greasy, shiny. It doesn't seem to dry down. I have the Kleancolor High Definition Loose Powder, and this is in the shade Deep. I've used this before. I bought it as a all-over powder, but it's too light for that, so I will use it to set my highlight. It doesn't look like I have anything to contour with from Kleancolor. I will use that new Pigment Boss that I've already misplaced. Okay, so this is the Pigment Boss and the shade Chocolate Truffle. I'm gonna use my brush here. I'll go back over with my foundation brush. I don't have any Kleancolor yes, I do. Okay, so for eyeshadows, I'm going to use my Megawatts liquid eyeshadow in the shade Dragonfly. This one is pretty sheer, and this one, if I remember correctly, is pretty opaque. So this one is just going to go on as like top color. So that's shimmery, but still subtle. And then this is the Kleancolor Megawatts liquid eyeshadow in the shade Fairway. I'm also going to use this, stop dropping it. I'm going to use this Grow Time loose pigment, also from Kleancolor. I'm trying to do all Kleancolor if I can today. So this is Grow Time. I'm just using that to blend right in between those two liquid eyeshadows. So I'm not going too all out or anything, because since I'm not leaving the house. Take some Frosted Parfait, also from Kleancolor. Of course, a lot of this will be brushed off when I brush off my highlight, so it looks a little weird, just roll with it. Okay, so now I'm going to brush off my highlight. Now let's try out this Duo Ability Color Stick for lips and cheeks. I mainly bought it for cheeks, but let's see how it goes on my lips as well, I guess. But right now, I'm doing it for cheeks. And this is in the shade Plum. Also, it's got a cap and another little cap. That's cute. And it smells fruity. Okay, that is a little brighter than I wanted. Let's see. It's pretty, but it's not purple. Got this, the Smoke and Gel eyeliner. I think this would work good with either less shimmery shadows or like a lighter shadow. Or even if you want to contrast, if you're using like a really black, flat, matte black eyeshadow, this would work too, because this is more like a charcoal gray color. And I do not have an all over face powder that would work for my skin from Kleancolor, so I'm going back to my Ben Nye Nutmeg powder. It's Kleancolor lip liner in espresso, and this is color stick for lips and cheeks. So let's use it for lips too. It's kind of big for that. I don't like the size and shape for lips, but I like the color better for my lips than I do for my cheeks. I think the foundation will work on its own without being altered. This lip and cheek color is fine for a cheek color, good for a lip color. And I don't know how the primer is going to work out, but so far, I mean, I just really liked it initially as soon as I put it on. So that's what we've got. I'll do a full face tomorrow and do a full on wear test and go from there.